They're... Oh, I didn't change the video description. I don't care. Oh my god, people are gonna hate me. I don't care though. Phone. I'm just gonna wait one more second before I go on my own tangent. I feel like there was more hyper on the first one, which is fine. Oh, I didn't put my audio. Oops. Is all right. All right. Do the ranking list. Even though there's only 3 of you here, people will watch it later. Guarantee it. So week 2. So basically, how this week 2 is gonna work is just taking the ranking or the games from basically last week and considering those into this. Fuck you, Divinity. So we're gonna start out with TPO Lite again. And absolutely nothing has changed. Now I will say this: I know 34th. You know, they did make some comments about where they're ranked. They're not 3rd. It's basically a 3-way tie. Don't hate on me for not having it you 1 or 2. It's you guys are all tied for 1st. You have to play each other. I don't know that much about TPO Lite, but that's what it is. Okay? Okay. Jeez. All right. 12. I think I have this down. I have Berserk. They didn't really move. It's just there's no tie for 12th because 5ID is fucking gone. That's about it. I am here to hate on you. Read the description and you'll probably agree with that. Yeah, so no other reason for Berserk, just be 12. Just yeah, they're there. I forget who else I was gonna rank. I forget. Maybe WRTB tied for 12. 5ID's Divinity, shut up. 101A as 11th. They did beat WRTB from what I heard. I don't know the faction or map choice or midpoint, so no idea there. That's about it. But I did say last week 101A deserves consideration to be in the top 12. I just didn't have the room. So 101's there. And they also did another reason why they're ahead of Berserk is for that win over WRTB and for the fact that dude, I don't care about Norwood. I did say they're supposed to be in the top 12. I just didn't put them on there. Oh my god, you guys are annoying. 10th. 9-8. Nothing's changed. I don't even know what they played. What did they play last week? I think they won against 22nd 4-1. I mean, yeah, yeah. All right. Where do I start? Do I go to 1, 2, 3, 4? Or do I continue? I think I continue just going 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 9, nothing's changed. I mean, 3-5 played Legion. I mean, definitely underdog in that. So, yeah, nothing really changed with 3-5. They just played Legion. 7. Nothing changed there. I mean, I don't even... Did they even play this week? I think Did they even play this weekend? No, they beat 3-5, but... I don't know. And then 7, it's nothing's really changed between these teams. 9 made better jump when they beat Rofs. Mohojo in here like LGN would have won without them. Yeah, I still have Merc ahead. I mean, of these teams. Like I said, First and Rofs need to play, and First and Merc should play again at some point. That's kind of like the matchup I want to see between those three teams, is the first playing both of them. And then maybe a rematch of Rofs and Merc whenever that happens. 4, 1, 2, and 3. I don't know why I said in that order. Yeah. Oh man, what do I start out with? Do I start out with 4? Way could sell snow a ski slope. What is it even supposed to mean, Bearju? 4 I have 6 still. They did beat Rofs, which is a good win for them. I think they won 3-2 on Omaha, if I do remember. Did they win 3-2? Hold on, let me go to Summit. 6 Rofs. Oh, they won 4-1. Never mind. So yeah, they had a solid win. I mean, once you lose that 4th point, it's kind of hard to get it back on Allies. 3. Where's 3 on here for me? HLE. Lost the Taco. 3-1. HLE's had a rough few weeks. Losing to Legion, and then they lost to 8th in the DMT League. Oh my god. Against 8th in the final, and then they lost against Taco. So, and I was considering putting swapping 6th and HLE. I was considering swapping those two, HLE 4, 6, 3. The reason why I'm not is just because they do have the head-to-head win, but I will say that in that match that HLE won 4-1, 6 probably had the 2 hardest combination of mid and 4th point to attack/defend. So kind of yeah. I feel like if it was something different, it probably win like a 3-2 loss or win for 6, but you know, you never know with this game. All right. 2-1. I'm actually going to surprise you guys, and I have this. This is a surprise, I think, to you guys. And the reason why I have it like this is because I think Taco lost that game more than Legion won. They completely lost that game more than Legion won. And also Taco's win over HLE, I feel like was a bit, like a tiny bit more dominant than Legion's win over HLE. And I'm not trying to bait or anything like that, as Bearju was saying. That's just how I feel. I mean, well, I guess we'll find out with the rematch this upcoming weekend, I think. It's on Hill 400. I just think Francis is calling me. Fucking hell, here we go. Hello, Francis, you were on the stream.
Hello, Awak.
Hello.
So, I see you put Taco first.
Yes.
I'm just wondering if you're basing yourself on the fact that Taco deserved the win against LGN. Why weren't they first beforehand?
Just from their performance against HLE was, I think, a bit more dominant than LGN's performance win, given the midpoint. Like, I will say Taco did have an easier chance to get that midpoint than HLE did, and obviously it was offset points for HLE, so they were kind of like on the back foot, as in the LGN game it was more so they could just, you know, push from their defensive point. I just think they the team play that Taco did against HLE, like, was phenomenal. Like, you would see them, like, 3 guys spawn off of Gary that are AT and take out a 76, or you'd see, like, a AT gun get built up, like, to hit the tank in the side when it's, like, distracted. Like, that tiny stuff makes such a big difference. I forget who it was. If you saw on replay, the one of the Taco guys jumped in front of the tank round to protect it for one more shell. Like, that tiny stuff is, like, amazing to see. Not saying it doesn't go towards the rankings at all, but I just think they played a better game than Legion against HLE in my honest opinion. Plus, Legion also gave up mid cap at one point to HLE, so you know, you throw all those in.
And what would be your prediction on who will win on L400 between HA and Taco?
I think HLE will win, to be completely honest. Just because I think they're a little bit better shooters. I think HLE's allies and Taco are Axis on that. It's gonna be dependent on mid, like, especially, and who's gonna, you know, attack first to the second or fourth point.
So if you think HA will win against Taco?
Yes, like, this list is fluid. It changes each week. That's why there's week 2 in the top right corner.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. You made good points. I'll leave the chance for another one to come in.
Okay, have a good one, dude. See you later. Yeah, like I said, I think LGN didn't really deserve that win over Taco. Taco just fumbled the bag in the last 3 minutes. So this is probably not the list people were expecting. People were expecting Legion to be 1, but I just think Taco played a better game than Legion did against HLE. And that's my brutal, honest opinion. Yeah. Also, I do want to say this one thing too. This has nothing to do with any of these rankings. I'm not clip farming. I'm being serious, Caparzo. After watching the Taco HLE game on SNDM, I feel like really Taco's a better team right now. This is okay. Like I was gonna say, this has nothing to do with the rankings, but holy shit, I did like I counted up all the maps that were played and are going to be played in TPL and Summit. And can we pick something other than SMDM, Omaha, Carentan, SME, and Utah? Can we please pick something other than those maps? We played SMDM 17 times. This is also counting TPL Lite too, so take that with a grain of salt. Like, the next map that's like 7th is Hurricane Forest, which is honestly a surprise to me. Play other maps, you fucks. It's kind of it's starting to get to the point where it's starting to get a little repetitive, playing the same 5 maps over and over and over again. Okay, here's the thing with HLE tankers. This kind of goes for all tankers too. Whoever has mid has the upper hand when it comes to tank engagements. You saw that twice with HLE. They had to push their tanks up. So I do give them a little bit of a benefit of the doubt. They had to move. Legion and Taco could just sit and look pretty. Anybody else can call me, but please don't all call at once. You can DM me first. Hold on. Wait, can I add this in? Hold on. Hold on. Never mind, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, but they choose not to because it's part of strategy. Taco had an easier point against HLE, of course. Their win was more convincing. It's not only that, their win was also more convincing B2 because of the offset points, so HLE had a harder time pushing. But then again, like, I mean, not really. Win 7's a fucking hard-ass point to capture once the other team has it. Look at the medium against their heavy. Why would they push like that away? I don't fucking know. Ask them. Please don't dislike it. Oh god. Well, that's the list. I'm not changing it. Yeah, it's 50-50 to start, like the start, but once you lose it, it's damn near impossible to get back. Pretty sure HLE was half capped on Taco once. It's just that Taco responded very fucking quickly and shut it down. Need map edge for both as well. Not so much on W17. It's like all field on map edge. Legion has never lost any of these teams. Help me too. It's fluid. I'm not considering anything from Summit Final. Summit Final is the latest game I'm considering in these rankings. But even then, like I said last week, it kind of throws all that out the window. It's like, who's better now? Like, if you're gonna say like Legion's never lost to it, you can consider 7th, who's basically Legion at this point, to be below Roths. Am I gonna get kicked out of the Legion Discord now because of this? Thank you, Thunder. Taco is good. They are really good. And Taco was beating Legion for 87 minutes until they just somehow weren't. Roth's better than first. I don't think they've ever played each other, so I have no idea. The teams choose what map they want to play. Yeah, it's the same 5 maps though. That's the problem. Like, everyone wants to play the same 5 fucking maps, and it's so annoying. Honestly, okay, Mac, when's the last time people played Stalingrad? I'm just throwing Stalingrad out there because no one's ever played Stalingrad like in a competitive setting on console. Honestly, with the PHL rework, the map's a little bit more... It's better to maneuver around. I'm not saying it's easier, but it's just it's better. You don't drown every 10 feet. Is there a Kursk Knight option for Summit? Is there? There is, and no one wants to play it. I don't think Kursk has ever been played other than last season's. Mortaine's gonna be somehow played against... What is that match? Berserk in 22nd? That's... I don't know how that's gonna turn out. That's gonna be interesting. We need more Foy. But I don't want to hear crying about West Bend ever again. What's the point that's east of Southern Edge? What's the eastern point, midpoint? Hold on, we'll maps let loose. What's that point that's east of Boy, Dugout Barn? That point. That I think is harder than Win 7. And also, wait. Never mind. Yeah, okay, Caparzo, here's the thing. It's an Axis favored point. Same with West Bend. But Dugout Barn, I think, is extremely... It's a lot more difficult to capture than West Bend is. I think it's 100% a harder point to capture when you're allies when you don't have it. Yeah, I commanded on that match. Yeah, I don't care. I didn't do shit. I just looked at the map for 90 minutes and drove a truck around. Love you too, Caparzo. I'm just saying, like... I'm just saying, like... Great, now I have a fucking tag in the fucking LGN Discord. #1 Legion hater. I'm not hating. I'm just saying that I think Taco's win over HLE was a tiny bit more impressive. The fact that Legion were gonna, like, they capped back in HLE the way they did was really fucking impressive. But just the team play from Taco, I think, just puts them a slightly ahead. Because Taco countered everything that HLE threw at them. But is it not more impressive if we rooted them out? Because they just never got set up. That's the main reason why. I mean, I think HLE has just been making one too many mistakes in the past 3 games. Like, I have no idea what happened in the DMT League. I just know the 8th one. I don't have anything about that. But I just think HLE's just been making one too many mistakes on infantry and infantry and tanking, and that's how they lost against Legion and Taco. They did utilize the airhead, just not to effect against Taco. They did call one down, it's just wasn't that good. Who is tagging me? Oh my god, my back. Yes, 7 cav is 1. I'm surprised there's no 9PZ talk yet. What the fuck am I listening to? I'm just saying. Also, for anybody that's playing in Summit, can you guys just not ban allies all the time? The only difference is the AT, and even then, I think AT's balanced. Thunder, what are you sending? What GIF is this? Oh my god. Taco is one because I think they lost that game more than HLE won. That's the reason kind of why I put them above. But now if HLE beats Taco, I think it goes back to last week's rankings. Depending on how HLE would win that, if they win that, obviously. But what's the metric? Mid cap is a little bit easier to retake. What was the mid cap that they had to retake on SMDM? Dugout. Only dugout points. I think it's a little bit easier to retake dugout than it is win 7, and they basically almost did take it. They just didn't get it. I mean, Legion did lose their midpoint at one point. They just recapped somehow. Like I said before, you can go back in the stream. I just think Taco lost that game more than Legion won. Like, by a huge margin. And the point layout was really fucked for HLE too. If they had recourt, I think HLE probably could have won that game. Because it's harder for HLE to push their tanks, so Taco had a slightly easier time than Legion did for defense. Like, if you swap the teams, Taco and Legion, in those games, the outcome is probably the same for the most part. Like I said, like the top basically like 7 teams, like any given time they will go 3-2. They'll go the full 90 no matter what, unless something drastic happens. Like, again, like the top 3 are like extremely close together. There's not like one clear-cut number 1 team. It's very fucking close. What are people's thoughts on this, though? Now, this is not the actual list. Don't hate. Don't fucking screenshot. Even all you guys fucking will. But what are the thoughts on 6 being 3rd and HLE being 4th? Because 6 are 3-1 and HLE is 2-2. But then again, HLE did go against number 1 and 2 teams on this list. And they beat 6th. But 6 also, in that 6 HLE match, 6 had a fucking... the worst layout that they can have for their third and their mid and fuck you guys, their mid and 4th point to defend and attack. Kind of. I have no idea how I'm supposed to word that, but you could also make a case for that. But I'm just saying, because of the head-to-head win 4-1, that's the actual list. Like I said, the top 3 teams, anything can go on any given day. You can throw Merc in first and Roths in there too. But I don't know if anybody has anything else, but I am like I said, these lists are hard to make, people. Like, you have to take everything that you can and not just what happens, like, as the final result. Because, like, if we're just going based off of, like, record, Merc are technically better than HLE in Summit, because Merc have a 3-1 win, a 3-1 record, and HLE have a 2-2 record. So, like... But also HLE beat Merc week 1 at TPL 5-0. I'm not doing Stephen A. Smith clickbait rankings. I mean, I could. I mean, yeah, you're kind of right. I'm not gonna lie, but I like the 4th spot too. I like all the spots. They're all nice and pretty. All right, I'm leaving the stream up for 5 more minutes at the most. If anybody has anybody wants to call, they can. I really don't care. Awake hates the 6th. I don't hate the 6th. If I was biased, I would have Legion 1. I do agree, HLE and 6 need another head-to-head battle. I didn't stream the game because I was in the hospital. That was the reason why. I didn't get back till like 4 or 5 p.m. my time. I don't remember when I got home. But that's what happened. Yeah. People will hate me. Especially Legion people. Oh god. Also, Taco probably could have went full send on HLE's point and cap, in my personal opinion, but yeah, I'm giving you guys 2 more minutes. Fuck that. You need to stop ODing on caffeine. You're not wrong, because I had over 1,000 milligrams on what was it, Saturday? I worked that day, so I woke up at like 6, slammed 200 milligrams of caffeine, got home, slammed 200 more at like 2. At the start of the Legion 3-5 game, slammed a coffee, which was 200 milligrams, and then took a nap somehow, and then woke up, slammed 400 milligrams of caffeine, and don't remember really what happened after that. But if that is it, I am going to end the stream, everyone. Thank you for watching. Like I said, just listen to what I have to say for each spot. I mean, that's why I have the top 4 the way it is, just based on what actually happens in game, map layout, map, everything involving. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I'm extremely tired. I have to wake up in 6 hours or 7 hours, or not 7, it's 9 o'clock, 8 hours, and go to work. So I'll catch you all later. We'll do this again maybe next week. I have no idea. There's only like a handful of games next week, but yeah, here we are and we're done. Have a good night, everyone. Bye, or good morning.